Let's take a look at the new design.
New design.
Is the all-new, completely redesigned, super versatile
All new,
iPad.
completely redesigned. Yeah, kitna jhoot bologe. So after thinking a lot, I've actually upgraded or bought the all new, completely redesigned iPad 10th generation. 2 years ago, I reviewed iPad 9th or 8th generation, which looks the same, with the home button, which I said it is cheapest possible iPad for students, which they can consider. Now, 2 years later, do you think this iPad, which is around 40,000 rupees in India, which is close to 450 US dollars in US, is it worth it? And most importantly, can you code on this iPad, which I spent almost 4 days trying to figure out कितनी अच्छी coding हो सकती है, Python development, web development. I tried everything, especially on this all new redesigned iPad. In reality, it is just a reused design from iPad Pro या फिर iPad Air. So let's find out if it is worth it for you or not. So first of all, let's talk about performance because आपको पता है Apple has the best chipsets since ARM. So they give you the best performance at any price point. So अगर आप Geekbench score check करोगे, if you take a look at the Geekbench score, it is same as iPhone 12 Pro या फिर 12 Pro Max. It is A14 Bionic chip. So same as 2 years old iPhone. But don't worry, it is not much difference in single core from iPad Pro. तो basically difference कहाँ आता है? So the difference is in graphic work, photo editing, video editing, and coding, which we will do later, and I'll be very honest about it. So first thing that I don't like in terms of performance is iPad pencil support. So this is my third party pencil. This is not official iPad pencil. And please don't use a third party pencil because then you will not get tilt sensitivity or pressure sensitivity. It will be of same consistency. So it is not useful for artists if you don't buy the official pencil. So if you want to buy a new iPad pencil, both first generation and second generation both are around $100. You have 10,000 rupees. So you will obviously want the best pencil for your iPad, but the problem is iPad second generation is not supported on this iPad, which is so weird. वो चाहते थे, they wanted you to buy iPad Air if you want the best iPad pencil support. So that's why they removed iPad pencil to support from it, and you can only use iPad pencil 1. The problem is that if you want to charge and use it, you cannot. So let's say one day you forgot to charge your iPad pencil, you will not be able to write notes on it. So you cannot multitask. But with this, it was so easy. It charges in few seconds, but that is not supported. So काफी disadvantages है. So that's why if you want to take notes and draw, this is not recommended for everyday user. कभी कभी notes, if you want to write notes sometimes and if you can remember to charge it, then okay, then you can use it. But also it's a trouble to charge it because you have to buy an adapter या फिर use iPhone charger, that also cable one, wireless charger नहीं चलेगा. So it is one step behind of iPad Air. So students के लिए with note taking experience, I'll definitely not recommend. Now next, we're going to talk about the camera. So webcam for Zoom classes, meetings, it is better because you can actually now rest it on your desk in a landscape orientation, and जो camera है, the wide angle camera and the normal webcam camera, both are in the middle, so it will feel like you're looking at the camera. So it is a good user experience. But it's still weird कि यार जो iPad Pro है उसके अंदर in the iPad Pro it's still on the portrait angle, so it will feel like you're looking on the side. So I don't know why they didn't put it in iPad Pro, but anyways, it is better experience only on the cheapest possible iPad, which is ironical. इस holiday season पे आप इस iPad पे बहुत मस्त चीज़ कर सकते हो, that is none other than booking flight tickets to your dream city. अगर आप ऐसी कंट्री में जाना चाहते हो जहाँ पर टिकट्स आपकी कंट्री से बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है, use a VPN, especially my favorite VPN called Surfshark, and you can change the country from where you're flying from. वहाँ से यूजुअली सस्ती होती है, एंड देन यू विल सी द प्राइजेस ऑफ दैट कंट्री विच आर मोस्ट of the time cheaper, 10 to 20%, and you can get the discount. And other cool features of Surfshark VPN are that it keeps your browsing history, your data on your device safe, because usually all the internet providers like Airtel, AT&T can see your data, but with the VPN you will not allow them to see it. And most importantly, you can get multiple libraries of Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, which are expensive in US but cheaper in India. You can change the country and get cheaper price and a different library. So what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description below. Code SINGINUSA to get 83% off on Surfshark VPN on a yearly membership. मतलब per month आपको पड़ेगा less than 200 rupees per month, and you will get free 3 months as well with it. So definitely try it out. Now let's connect this iPad to my monitor and I'll show you my coding experience and whether it is worth it for coding or not. So सबसे पहले यार, let me show you the magical feature. One day I was actually coding on this iPad. So ये screen connect हो रही है. It takes 5 seconds. It is now connected. So I was coding on this iPad and suddenly used my MacBook. और मैं realize करता हूँ that I am not able to find the cursor on my MacBook. And then I realize I can actually use my iPad with the cursor of my MacBook easily. All you have to do is drag the cursor on the iPad and it will show directly on the monitor as well. I was amazed. So I finally connected my iPad to this monitor. Let's see how you can code on this iPad. First of all, this is not full screen experience. एक feature है in latest iOS which is called Stage Manager. It is not on this iPad. आपको full screen experience नहीं मिल रहा. You're getting these black bars. So that's why you're paying less. You pay what you get for, right? तो उन्होंने feature remove कर दिया. Now when you start coding, first of all it's a small screen on the monitor. Keyboard mouse is working pretty fine. But मैंने सारी app search की. I was on the App Store. So if you go to the App Store, if you try to search for simple code editor, so I tried all these apps. Code editor हो गया, Python editor. I went through one of and कोई भी ऐसी app मुझे नहीं लगी which is the best for iPad. So let's start one by one. So first I tried Mimo, which is one of the best reviewed Python editor, Python app. So it goes through tutorials. आप देखोगे it goes through line by line tutorials and it has a leaderboard community. It is good, but it is good for only beginners because इसमें मुझे code editor ही नहीं दिखा. There was no code editor in which I can write 10 lines of code and get an output. I did not have it on this app. And there's another app called Swift Playgrounds if you want to become an iOS developer. This is very very basic. So अगर आप इसमें run का button दबाओगे, it is really quick to run. So it opens immediately, pretty much immediately. But the problem is it's only Swift UI based, जो कि बहुत कम use होता है industry में. Industry uses Objective-C Swift. It is not present on this iPad. Next app I tried was directly a shell. Shell is basically terminal. आपने terminal सुना होगा. Linux बहुत लोग use करते हैं because it has one of the best terminal to code जैसे hackers करते हैं ना. So basically terminal is same as एक experience जो आपको computer देता है, but you're talking to a computer line by line through a shell or terminal. So I downloaded an app called ISH. So this is a shell. This is a shell for iPad. I thought I can try doing some Python, and this didn't even have Python installed. I thought let's try to install Python on it. All the commands that are used in real world to install Python, जो भी commands use होते हैं, those commands are not workable because ये Linux based ही नहीं था. It was not Linux based. So I download another one. So I download Terminus. So I thought Terminus might be good, and Terminus was not a good experience. It wasn't a terminal at the end of the day. So मैंने सोचा मैं ये भी use नहीं करूँगा. And then I went to A Shell. A Shell was finally the only terminal which was Linux based. इसके अंदर Python पहले से था. So let me show you. If I do Python 3, it shows that it's already installed, and I was like, yes, I can do Python development. But if I want to add some libraries to this Python, it was very challenging. ये बहुत limited experience देता है. So for example, if I want to install something, so let's say I want to install a text editor called Nano. Nano is one of the apps. Just think it's an app. I want to install it. So I will do apt install Nano. And I couldn't because this is again not complete feature loaded. APT इसमें है ही नहीं, so I cannot install more and more apps on this terminal. So मुझे पता चल गया there's only one and best way to do coding on this iPad, that is remote learning या फिर cloud. There's only that is none other than cloud based development. That means एक cloud computer, a laptop which is in the cloud somewhere, which you're controlling. जैसे टीम व्यूअर is one of the app. आप घर में आपने एक कंप्यूटर सेट कर लिया, आप वो कंप्यूटर iPad पे कंट्रोल कर रहे हो. That is number one way. Number two is you can use Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services या फिर Microsoft Azure Cloud, which is my favorite, and you can use these clouds and उन cloud पे आप Python development कर सकते हो, and you can control through this platform. So basically what I'm going to do is SSH is a way कि आप remote terminal किसी कंप्यूटर का अगर आपको if you want to learn, first of all before I show you, if you want to learn Python development on cloud, I actually learned it from a course called singinusa.com. वहाँ पे मैं गया और I was amazed कि कोई बंदा मेरे जैसा दिखता है और मुझे ही Python सिखा रहा है, and I was just amazed. And you just go there, on the left side आपको syllabus भी दिख जाएगा, and it is fully loaded. आपको Linux प्लस पाइथन ऑन द क्लाउड ऑन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज्योर आप बेसिक से लेकर एंड तक सीख सकते हो. नाउ कंटिन्यूइंग विद कंट्रोलिंग दिस कंप्यूटर, ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज SSH इनटू इट. इसके स्टेप्स आपको singinusa.com पे मिल जाएंगे, एंड व्हेन यू गो इनटू इट यू विल बी लॉग्ड इनटू अ लिनक्स कंप्यूटर. यू सी Ubuntu 20.04 एक लिनक्स कंप्यूटर है विच यू कंट्रोलिंग, and here you will be easily able to install anything you want to. For example, if I want to install Nano, I'm able to, and now I can create text files easily. So I can go to a folder, and here I can create, let's say, nano first.py. I can actually open a file. उसमें मैं कोडिंग कर सकता हूँ. For example, मैंने यहाँ पे दो लाइनें लिखी हुई हैं, print hello world, print 1+1, and after saving it I can actually do python 3 first.py and मुझे output मिल जाएगी. So this is hello world application which you can easily run on a cloud computer, or you can use TeamViewer. So cloud based learning is the best way to go if you want to use an iPad. Otherwise I think बहुत ज़्यादा struggle है. Now the conclusion is, if you want to code on this iPad, I will definitely not recommend unless आप cloud based learning कर रहे हो. If you are like coding in the cloud, which is Linux, Windows, Mac, कोई भी computer, any computer in the cloud, you're remotely controlling and doing development just like I showed you. Or if you learn from Cloud Engineer or a cloud-based learning course that I recommended, अगर आप full-fledged learning करना चाहते हो, if you want to do full Android app development, full iOS development, full web development, it is still very very limited. Full features आपको iPad में नहीं मिलेंगे. And for note-taking experience, I have learned over the last 3 years that iPad is still not justified for the cost. क्योंकि मैंने आजकल ना हैंड रिटन नोट्स, 5 रुपी नोटबुक, 2 रुपी पेंसिल से मैं नोट्स लिख रहा हूँ, एंड आई एम यूजिंग एन ऐप कॉल्ड Adobe Scan. So कैम स्कैनर, कोई भी PDF स्कैनर, यू कैन यूज इट. नाउ इफ यू ओपन दैट स्कैन नोट जो आपने पेज पे लिखा था ऑन Adobe रीडर्स, आप उस पर सर्च कर सकते हो. यू कैन सर्च ऑन हैंड रिटन नोट्स, बिकॉज 2 years ago आई सेड द बिगेस्ट बेनिफिट ऑफ iPad इज आप हैंड रिटन नोट्स पे सर्च कर सकते हो. बट नाउ आई थिंक it is only useful for people who want to draw a lot या फिर जिन्हें iPad convenient लगता है. But now for most cases I just use paper pencil and scan करके I just use that scanner and search in Adobe Acrobat Reader. That is 99% cases good enough for me. So decision is yours. 5 rupee notebook या फिर ये iPad वो जो 50,000 rupees with keyboard Apple Pencil तक जाएगा. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.